No, May 1st for us.
Yeah.
I know. So I was just like, because there's a couple of things that came up on the Screen Rant thing, and people are already talking about reviews, and I'm like, what? It's not even out yet.
Oh, is
I
it?
think they get early viewings and stuff, don't they? We'll get there.
That should be us, man.
We'll be invited.
Yeah, next year.
We'll be in the room.
Next year.
Exactly.
Trust me, man. Trust me. Oh, by the way, come on. Okay, Deval, please, seriously, I'm asking this guy, Emmanuel, I'm saying to Deval, I'm messaging Deval, and I'm saying, please I'm saying to him, tell me what comes to mind when I say the name or the word Anansi, and he doesn't know. And then I'm saying to him, give me a Ghanaian fable, and this guy doesn't know.
Nancy the Spider, isn't it?
Manny, what did you say?
Nancy the Spider.
Exactly.
Huh?
Exactly.
What's that? What is that?
Oh my god, it's an old school
story.
Yeah, Nancy the Spider. Yeah,
I was never told that.
Listen,
okay,
you missed the trick, mate.
So basically, I'm doing something. I'm writing something, right? I'm writing something at the moment, but the angle is, and you guys will probably have more of a kind of angle. That's why I was asking Deval, and he's like, I said to him, what comes to mind?
Ghana dude.
Check this out. I said to him, what comes to mind when I say the word Nancy? And he went, skunk.
I'm thinking the singer, Skunk Anansi, innit? Wasn't she a singer or something?
Yeah.
And I was like, holy shit. But yeah, I'll have to pick your brains, Emmanuel. All right, okay, come then.
Oh, God, we've been recording for 2 minutes, so we're already live.
This guy,
This guy, he's done it again. We're live. Oh, shit.
They got a taste of what happens for like an hour.
The pre-show, the prequels, whatever happens beforehand. So, folks, here you have it. We've got episode 346. We've got Manny, we've got Deval, and I. We are bringing you this episode live and direct. So let's get into the show, folks. We've got a couple of movies that we're going to be speaking about a bit later on. So stick around for the next 45, 50 minutes. Yep. We're going to do new on streaming, trailers, anniversary corner, and that's about it. But before that, Deval?
Yeah, so a couple of shout outs this week. First shout out, how could it not go to Ciel Noir 3? Oh, yeah. We had them on the show last week and we reviewed Weapons as well as Unraveled. So go check both of those films out. Unraveled you can get on Amazon, which is a film that she starred in. And also Weapons, which is in worldwide release in cinemas. Go check that out as well because her son is in that film.
Yeah.
So a double whammy. So really good to have her on the show. As you've seen, she's a great person. Go check out her page on Instagram, Ciel Noir 3. And yeah, go check her out. And if you want her to act in any of your projects, reach out to her as well. We're not her agents, so you know.
Well, UK and Australian agents, maybe. Who knows?
Check her out. You will not be disappointed. Second shout out goes to Zakharov. So Zakharov, actually, we've been trying for a while to get him on the show.
Yeah.
Dates are not aligning. Also, the movies are not aligning because we understand that in the country where he is, in Holland, the movies come out at crazy times. Like
here, man.
Also Australia and the UK, it's not all linked up. So a movie might come out today, for example, in the UK, it'll come out in Holland like a month later, or Australia might get it early and then we get it late. It's just I don't understand. So it's kind of messing up what films we can review and stuff. But like I said before a few times, Zakharov is the hidden gem master, and there is a hidden gem that he has mentioned a couple of weeks ago. But I'm not going to mention what it is yet. We're going to review it. And yeah, it's meant to be a really, really good film. All the hidden gems he mentions are good. So.
I know. I think Zakharov was the one who mentioned Sweet Darling. And when I watched Sweet Darling, boy, I loved that movie. That was great. All right. Okay. So, and remember, folks, Deval, Manny, where can people reach us for messaging us and letting us know what they're watching?
Everywhere. Well, Instagram, you've got X, you got TikTok, you got Facebook. YouTube. Thank you very much. So all those places, everywhere, basically.
Yeah. Hashtag the Flixters. All right. Okay. Let's get into movie news now. We've spoken about Michael B. Jordan a while. You know, what we've said before, great career, great trajectory, Marvel. He's done the big budget movies. He's done the slow kind of independent stuff as well. He's played the action hero. Remember when he did that thing Without Remorse?
Oh yeah, that was
he's done the Creed movies as well. He's gotten into directing. He did Creed 3. He's had a great massive team up with who's the Sinners director again?
Ryan Coogler.
Ryan Coogler. They've been at it a few times.
Yeah.
This movie, I'm looking forward to it, and I'll tell you the reason why. I've seen the Pierce Brosnan version. I've also went back and saw the 60s version of this movie and the classic movies.
Yeah.
Oh, what's she?
The Thomas Crown Affair. It's a great, I'm telling you, great movie. So tell us about this.
Yeah, so he's basically in the UK at the moment, and is basically has started filming for Thomas Crown Affair. Like you said, the last one was the Pierce Brosnan one, which was in '99.
Yeah,
and it's basically like he was, what is it? He's like a playboy,
billionaire in it or something.
Yeah, but he's basically steals famous artwork. So he's like, is it like Catwoman as well, where she's from a rich background, but she still has the habit of stealing.
Yeah,
Winona Ryder.
yeah, where she was caught stealing.
Yeah, what's the condition called again? There's a name for it.
Or is it kleptom? No, it's not
Thief. Kleptomaniac.
Yeah.
Yeah. So this character, Thomas Crown, he's got all the money in the world, but he gets a kick out of going into places which are supposed to be kind of like unbreakable. And he goes in and he steals all these things. And then there's this kind of cat and mouse game that he plays with, the female lead in this. And then there's kind of like a sexy, steamy affair that goes on as well. So it kind of very, kind of noirish, very kind of the sound. I remember the soundtrack was really good. There was a famous piece, jazz music in that one as well. So it's good. And look, if anyone's going to pull it off, it's this guy, Michael B.
Yeah.
I think so.
Quite that suave character like he did in Black Panther before he killed off his girlfriend.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I forgot about her.
Oh shit, yeah. All right, okay, let's speak about the director of Barbie. Remember that massive movie from a couple of years ago which made over $1 billion? So what's happening with Greta Gerwig?
Yeah, so Greta Gerwig, famous director of Barbie movie, she started filming as well in the UK with C.S. Lewis's famous The Magician's Nephews. And it's basically, she's shooting it for IMAX theatrical release. So we're going to be able to see this on IMAX screens. And that will be on the 26th November 2026 next year. So C.S. Lewis, if anyone remembers, the old school was like, the original was like the BBC Narnia episodes.
He wrote it, didn't he? The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe.
Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe. Yeah, he wrote several books, which has all been turned into movies, and this is one that hasn't yet been turned into a movie. So she's taking this project on board.
Yeah. Interesting stuff. It's weird though, isn't it? I think Deval and I, we've spoken about this before about the IPs, like they're buying up novels, books that are coming out, or they're doing remakes. Where are all the new ideas? And I'm seeing it in horrors.
Yeah,
but it's interesting that you mentioned that this is the second bit of news where they're filming in the UK, and they hear a lot about people coming to film in the UK and stuff like that, and people are not always sure why it happens, but there's a tax relief, isn't it? There's a tax incentive.
Oh yeah.
I think it's up to about 25 or 35%.
Yeah,
somewhere around there that they basically, the burden is lifted and they get either a rebate or so. But that's a massive proportion of your total gross. Let's say you're Marvel and it's going to cost 200 million. That's, what's that? 50 million. Do you know what I mean?
And you know what? There's one episode in The Offer, which was the Paramount sort of
Making of The
document,
Godfather.
The Godfather,
Yeah, I got to see it.
where the director was like trying to find the money. He was basically in a situation where he needed to find like 25K and to continue making The Godfather, and that was one of the ways in which he was able to achieve it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow,
So.
look at that.
Yeah, there you go. Guys, what do we think of J.J. Abraham? He's been the director of Star Trek movies. He's done Star Wars. He's done he's done Lost. He's done loads of stuff. What do we think about his movies overall?
Overall, they're good. Don't get me wrong. I mean, yeah, I don't. Apart from even so, do you know what? The first Star Wars, the Force Awakens, compared to the rest, was the better one. I would say. But overall, yeah, I mean, I'll say he's successful. He's good. I like the Star Trek actually. I like the first Star Trek he made.
Yeah,
Red Matter, and it was like the whole black hole kind of situation with that. That was really interesting. So yeah, no, I've got no beef of J.J. Abrams.
Yeah, I mean, what is he working on? Anything right now? Anything major?
So again, I mean, this guy is using
UK again, yeah,
UK locations like more than anyone else. He's like filming in London, Edinburgh, and Glasgow.
I was joking. Are you serious? Yeah.
So it is UK.
Oh,
wow.
Look at that.
So it's basically an untitled project, which on behalf, that he's basically working on for Warner Brothers, and it's all we know is basically it's a fantasy film, and it's in production. Apparently, like someone said that it's not a time travel movie,
right?
But there's all types of speculations. But all we know is that this is some really like tight-lipped projects that's filming, and it's basically stars Glenn Powell, Jenna Ortega, Emily McKay, and Samuel Jackson, the principal photographer as well. I'm lost for names on the principal photographer, but yeah, this one is gonna be. I think it's gonna be released 2027. 2027.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, not entirely sure. So
wow.
Yeah, so if you see any roadworks or road closed off.
Do you know what? It's so funny you say that. The other day I drove down somewhere, and as soon as I drove down the road, where was it? Somewhere in West London, sort of near Shepherd's Bush area.
Oh yeah.
And no joke, it's funny you say that because I drove down the street and the street looked really picturesque. The trees, the houses, it looked like a really good place to film, and I instantly thought that. And as I was driving down it, all the parking was suspended, which that happens when they say you can't park your car here.
Yeah,
do some construction work or maybe filming. I'm not sure, but do you know what? That could be a location. Possibly.
Absolutely.
Yeah, so James Friend is the cinema photographer. He's the cinema.
Just to quickly say on his IMDb, I'll just really quickly say. So apart from what you've mentioned, he's got an untitled Cloverfield sequel. He's got Star Trek prequel, untitled Star Trek prequel.
So he's going back to that.
And Constantine 2. That's on
I would be interested in Constantine too.
Oh, Constantine! Wow,
other stuff as well. So there's a lot going on. Yeah,
massive, big stuff. Yeah, so we'll look forward to that. Yeah, he should. He comes up with big, decent, big movies as well. I want to finish off movie news with this one, guys. Vought Rising. Now, the name of Vought for fans of Gen V and the boys will know this name. But check this out. They released a sneak peek. It's just a picture at the moment. And this is Soldier Boy. So Jensen Ackles, who plays Soldier Boy in The Boys, they're doing a prequel TV show called Vought Rising. And basically in this picture, I'm looking at it right now, in the picture, so he's clean shaven. So he's not, he looks a bit kind of rough and tumble at the moment. He's got kind of like a long hair and he's a bit kind of like stubbly and everything. In this one, he's got kind of, his eyes covered with some sort of mask and his suit is all green. And this is about it's set in the 1950s, so it's his following Soldier Boy and the things that he got up to in the 1950s. So yeah, man, they're going back to a prequel.
This
Yeah,
is
have
what,
to,
another
have to, I
spin-off
think.
then, yeah?
Yeah.
Because he's still alive and he's going to turn up at some point again
Yeah.
in the modern day stuff.
He's kind of unkillable, isn't he? He's a bit of a mad one.
Yeah. And spoiler, he's Homelander's dad.
Your father.
You know what? He was younger than Homelander to me. I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's true.
Yeah. He was
Um,
nice, isn't it? Like the Winter Soldier for years. That's why his age kind of just stopped, I think.
Yeah, exactly. And on this little bit that I'm reading, it says over here, Soldier Boy will return in The Boys season 5. So we're getting Gen V in the next month or so. And then I don't know about season 5, but I'm looking forward to both of them anyway. So that's your movie news for this week, folks. Let's get into new on streaming. So we've got some big shows out on different platforms, this past week. First up is going to be Disney Plus, and this is Alien Earth. Now, fellas, I haven't seen this. I haven't seen it. I know, but I know, man. It's been one of those weeks. But I'm so looking forward to catching up on this. So they released 2 episodes. Now, how long are those episodes? Are they half an hour longs, or are they 50-minute long, hour long stuff?
Hour long.
Oh, wicked! Go, spill it, do it.
Hour long. I mean, again, I don't want. I'm not going to give. I'm sure Emmanuel's the same. I'm not going to give away too much. Have you seen them both, Emmanuel? Yeah.
Yeah, seen both.
Yeah. So, yeah, Alien Earth. And first of all, Noah Hawley. You know who he is. He directed Legion. He's done Fargo. Director. This is FX. This is like obviously Alien World. It's bloody. It's not no joke thing. Yeah. And this takes place before Alien, I want to say. Or was it before Aliens 2? No, it's before Alien, I believe. It's somewhere between...
it's got the synthetic guy.
What, Bishop?
No, it's got a different version of Bishop with white hair. It's got Timothy Olyphant's character. He kind of looks like the guy from Blade, like Rutger Hauer's character a little bit. Because some people are saying Blade and Alien World do have a link because of Yutani or something, isn't it?
Oh, okay.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, Yutani or something's in Blade or something. So people are saying there's some kind of link.
Right.
Ridley Scott, you know what I mean? But yeah, so this is placed between, I think, Alien 1 and Alien 2, or Aliens, I should say. And this is basically aliens coming to Earth. So you know how Weyland Yutani are. They want to capture the specimen, and they want to try and use it to create some sort of other version of human. So they do what they're doing in space, and aliens come to Earth, and that's where shit hits the fan.
Wow.
I think the trailer's already given that away, so no spoilers. But without giving away more spoilers, this looks like it's going to be a bit of a slow burner in that. Well, yes and no. There are fast bits, but slow burner in that. We're going to find out more about what's happening with these humans on Earth, about the different corporations and who owns what, the power struggle, what their main motivation is, because the aliens and stuff is a part of it. But why do they want to capture aliens and study them, and how is that going to be applied to humans? We're going to understand a bit more about that. But the show does
super soldiers.
Exactly. They always want to do super soldiers, isn't it? They always want to fight. But the show does start off by telling you the sort of ecosystem of the type of androids and stuff that are available to purchase, available. And there are different types of androids, not just the bishops. Things have changed, so we get to see more about that as well. So there's a bit more story about the way things work on Earth, as we've never seen Earth. Remember, this is aliens. We've never seen Earth. This is the first time.
No, and the Alien movie that just came out a year ago, whatever was that? I can't even remember. Was that before Alien or after Alien?
That was after Alien, because remember we saw that android that was a Hobbit.
Yes,
his head was. So that was after Alien. So
that's after Alien.
Yeah. So it does tell you where this is, but I can't remember. But this is between Alien and Aliens. Yeah. So it's around that time.
Brilliant.
But
Yeah, I mean, 100%. I'm going to watch it. So it's good then.
it's good. I mean, I don't know how you feel, Emmanuel, but it's a good show. I liked it.
Yeah.
So far. Yeah, I don't want to spoil too much. That's the thing. There are things that happen that are really clever, and there are things that happen where you think, "Oh, come on, mate."
Yeah.
That would
You know what I
never
mean?
happen.
So that's the
Right.
thing.
Yeah,
It's a
yeah,
balance.
yeah.
It's actually a 50-50 balance. 2 episodes,
Yeah.
but overall, I'm looking forward to more of it.
Right.
I
Gotcha.
just hope it's more intelligent than like, "Oh, come on, mate." Do you know what I mean? There's
Yeah.
certain silly things that happen in general, but I'm keeping my faith on this one.
Okay.
You know?
All
And
right. That's
I
good.
haven't said too much because I don't want to spoil it.
Yeah, yeah,
I
yeah.
don't want to spoil it, but I could say a lot more. But I
All
think
right. Next week.
come out every Wednesday, isn't it, Emmanuel? I think.
Okay. So
Yeah.
I'll be able to watch 1, 2, and 3 then
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. If you wait
by
till
Wednesday.
yeah.
Yeah. All right, cool. I will do that. Chief of War. Now we've kind of mentioned this a little bit, I think, on last week or a couple of weeks ago. This is the new big budget Jason Momoa TV series, and it has. I kind of, when I saw the trailer, I thought, yeah, it's got kind of Shogun vibes, and this kind of invasion, like this, a tribe, Hawaiian tribe, I want to say, or one of the Hawaiian islands and everything, and they've come to invade. Am I getting that right, or is it off the mark?
No, there's not an invasion of sort. It's basically so the TV series is actually, you know what, like what you're correct in that it's got that Shogun vibe because the intro feels very similar, like the artwork. Shogun. What's the one with Pedro Pascal and
The Last of Us
Last
or
of
Game?
Us? Yeah,
Okay.
it's got that kind of feel on the intro, and the artwork on the start of it. But this one, I think it's only been 3 episodes that's come out on as so far, and I think they have spent quite a lot of money on this. It looks to me.
The production looks massive, huge.
Yeah, because I mean, I saw Hans Zimmer as being one of the, doing the score, and I was like, wow, that's a big name.
Cha-ching.
But yeah, but basically, it's majority based on the like Hawaiian Islands or the South Pacific Islands, and then you have interactions with um, the explorers from like Portugal and
Invaders.
naval. Yeah, the invaders, the colonizers.
Yes. like in Shogun. Remember we saw a bit of that in Shogun as well.
Yeah. But strangely, they're not actually it's not like they're invading and taking over the natives in so far. But it is really good in that I was initially taken back because I was surprised that they've gone to the deep into the roots, like similar to Shogun, where a lot of the script is in Japanese. In this one, they've gone to the native language, and Jason Momoa is actually not speaking English until like the third episode.
Wow!
But he's actually speaking, I believe the native tongue of those characters in that.
Is he Hawaiian or anything, or where's he from originally? Like,
I don't know.
I don't know. Okay,
I don't know. I think his heritage probably goes back there because
okay.
I'm not entirely sure, to be honest. But it's really it does seem really grounded in a lot of like research and history and whatnot about the.
Shogun, I think that was an FX, and we got to watch that on Disney Plus, and that won quite a few awards. Like I remember when it was at Golden Globes or Grammys or whatever it was.
Oh, here it is. Jason Momoa's heritage is a native Hawaiian and European, German, Irish, with some Native American as well.
Right. Okay.
Okay. So so his roots.
As to why he was chosen for that role. So these days they do try to keep authentic with people that are cast, isn't it? So makes sense.
Yeah, it does make sense.
Representation, yeah.
And maybe like with these kind of big themes and stuff like that, maybe. I mean, do you see like an award winner? Maybe.
I feel like they're definitely going to be going for an award on this one. Like, the look of the quality of is like you mentioned, it is very similar to the Shogun. So I wouldn't be surprised that why would you be blowing such big cash and going this deep if it doesn't feel like then they're not going for awards. They're looking for, and I think that would be good for Jason Momoa himself as well to and the cast to have a similar outcome to that of Shogun. Yeah.
Interesting. So folks, go check that out. That's Chief of War. That's on Apple Plus. Now this next one, another big show for Netflix. It's been a while, actually. I think it's been a couple of years since the first season, but this is Wednesday season 2. And I'm going to be honest, I haven't even seen season 1 yet. So fill in the gaps, man. But I do know this is mad popular. There was like on one episode in season 1, they people lost their shit on this dance that apparently Jenna Ortega was doing, like and so that kind of like became like viral and stuff like that. So yeah, Manny, tell us about this. Is it as good as the first one? And remember, this is from Tim Burton as well.
Yeah, so Wednesday season 2, it basically follows after season 1. I'd say in the sense that it feels as though like they took like a hiatus, like a summer break or whatever from school, and then they returned back to school, kind of thing in season 2. And she is a big deal as soon as before she like arrives, because of what happened in season 1 where she solved the mystery. She's basically now this sort of detective solving mysteries within the school that's happening within the school. So now she's taking on this new assignment, and she's in season 1. She gained or acquired like powers which help her in season 2. So there is the drama between her and her mother, her and other pupils in the school.
Yeah,
and there's a new head teacher as well.
And her mum is Catherine Zeta-Jones, right? Is that right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah, man. Yeah, I know what you mean, Emmanuel. And there's a rumor now. I don't know if this is you might know more. There's a rumor that Lady Gaga is going to turn up in this.
Oh wow, I don't know.
In season 2, apparently, there's some sort of connection to Lady Gaga.
Well, we'll have to see in season 2. It looks as though they split it in 2 halves, because I think it's a 8-episode season, but they've only released the first 4.
Oh god, they're doing Stranger Things.
Yeah, to then release the later 4. So yeah, that's how they.
Yeah. All right. So, all right. My question then is it so Alien Earth Chief of War Wednesday? Is it going to get fitted in any of those in that busy week?
I mean, it's going to be a busy month. What are you talking about? I think
Trust me.
We got Brie, and then we got Peacemaker coming up later.
And Peacemaker, and also I didn't put this on the list, but listen, guys, if you want something a bit left field, check out the latest season of Dexter. Now, listen, if you're a serial killer fan, this season has taken such a massive big left field. It's not set in Miami anymore. It's set in New York. And this guy, he's a serial killer targeting serial killers.
Right. Okay.
And I'm telling you,
ever at all.
Mate, so this is it takes the whole season and the whole storyline in a different direction. So he's now focusing. Like there's this one serial killer called that keeps popping up called the New York Ripper, and I think that's going to be. There's the Gemini killers. So he's dealing with all these different serial killers. And I'm telling you, man, so if you want something a bit left, and you know what, the good thing is you don't have to have watched the previous seasons to kind of catch up.
Okay.
So
what was that serial killer series? Was it on Netflix where it's some
Mindhunter? That was really good.
Yes.
Mindhunter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And there was a serial killer in
Oh,
that show, Deval,
it
that they
wasn't that one.
mention in this.
Oh, is it?
Oh, who was it? Was it Gacy? No, was it Gacy?
Son of Sam. No.
I can't remember. Anyway, so he's doing this whole internal monologue, and then he flashbacks to all these different serial killers about what they did and how they did it, and he's comparing to what these serial killers in New York are doing. And I'm telling you, man, it's really, really good. And it's got Tyrion Lannister in it as well.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Dinklage.
Yeah, Peter Dinklage. So yeah, go check those out, folks. That's a new one streaming, but we've got to move on. Let's do trailers now. This one is called The Rabbit Trap. Now, tell us about this.
Yeah, this one looks like an interesting film. Like a very, very interesting film. This stars Dev Patel, which broke out with Slumdog Millionaire, and more recently we saw him in
He did this movie, The Green Knight.
The Green Knight. It wasn't dark, was he? Green. And yeah, this one is along those lines. So this one kind of fits in with the main film. So this is about a married couple who are two musicians. Again, another link to the main film. Who moved from London to a cottage in Wales. So this is based in the UK. Basically, they moved there to get away from the country, complete their album, and get all in touch with nature. So by accident, they record a mystical sound never before heard. Yeah. And gradually this sound, or recording that sound, opens up a gateway to a sort of ritualistic kind of naturistic,
nothing good, basically.
Yeah, nothing good, craziness.
They've opened up a portal to something nasty.
So this is folk kind of suspense horror. This is again leaning into the main film that we're going to talk about later. So this kind of vibe, yeah, this looks like an interesting film. Definitely. Rabbit Trap. There's a reason why it's called Rabbit Trap.
Yep.
And yeah, it's not going to be no Bugs Bunny, trust me.
No. Yeah, I was just having a quick look at it. It looks decent. All right, go check that out, folks. Rabbit Trap. Okay, now The Man in My Basement. Now, I'm just trying to think. Did you guys mention this before? No, The Man in the Basement.
I would have kicked him out ages ago if that was.
Yeah, I think so. This one, they sent out. They released a more up-to-date trailer, and this one. I mean, Willem Dafoe. He's got a face that doesn't need any editing.
It's scary, man.
Exactly. His face is just so descriptive and so, yeah, it's crazy. But yeah, this one's Man in My Basement, directed by Nadia Latif, Willem Dafoe, Corey Hawkins, who we saw I first saw in Get Out of Compton. He played, what's his name?
Dr. Dre,
isn't it? Yeah, he's been in other stuff before. He was in a season of 24, wasn't
24, he was. He was the new face of 24, yeah.
Yeah, so he's been in a bunch of stuff. Also got Anna Diop, who was in, what was she in? She was in the DC with the kids. What are they called again?
Titans,
yeah, but the sort of live action version with Reacher.
Yeah.
That with Reacher. But yeah, this looks like a crazy one. So Willem Dafoe basically wants to rent the basement in Corey Hawkins' house, and big mistake. Look at Willem Dafoe's face. A man like Willem Dafoe, he knocks your house and says to you, can I hire your basement? Do you know what I mean? Like with his face, come on. Doesn't matter how much money.
Exactly. That scene. You know what it reminds me of when you just did that scene in Spider-Man where Spider-Man's punching his face, right?
Yeah,
he's in the corner and you're just smiling at him. Oh gosh.
Exactly. Yeah. You say no. That's it. Doesn't matter how much money. But he said yes, and that's where the film starts. And it turns out to be a madness. I still don't know what he's doing in the basement, which is a good thing. But it's nothing good.
Yeah, it's nothing good. Yeah, I love these. I mean, we'll get into the kind of the horror genre in a moment, and we'll speak a bit about it. Emmanuel can enlighten us a bit. But yeah, it'd be interesting to kind of see this movie. All right, let's do anniversary corner. Let's go back to 2015, 10 years ago. And this movie, this is The Invitation. Now, Devout, is this the one with the
Yes.
Ozark guy?
Oh no, actually, Ozark guy. What Ozark guy?
You know, where he gets invited. He invites them for a dinner.
Oh yes, it is. Yeah.
Is
Yeah,
it?
yeah.
Jason Bateman. Is it
Yeah,
Jason Bateman
yeah.
movie?
Jason
Yeah.
Bateman.
This
Also,
is
it's got Carl
creepy.
Urban, isn't it? Isn't Carl Urban in this one as well?
No, the other Australian actor in it.
No, I swear Carl Urban's in this. Or am I getting mixed up? No, oh no, that's the Loft. That's the Loft. Yeah, the Loft is the one with Jason Bateman
Oh, right.
and
Okay.
Carl Urban and Cyclops. That's where I think they've killed someone and they're in the loft and they're trying to hide it. And
Yeah.
they're not good at hiding it. The Invitation stars Logan Marshall Green,
Who's like looks like Tom Hardy.
Yeah, and I thought would have been a good Wolverine, but it's not happening. And also Michael Huseman, who was in Game of Thrones, wasn't he? He was the one that was with Khaleesi. I forgot his name in Game of Thrones, but we've seen him in a bunch of stuff. But yeah, so this is Invitation, which is a bit of a weird one. It's a bit of a hidden gem as well. But basically, the man accepts an invitation to a dinner party hosted by his ex-wife. Okay, should have said no from the get-go.
Exactly.
The unsettling past reopens old wounds and creates new tensions. So in this film is in the same category. So if you like the films I'm going to mention, you're going to like The Invitation. The Gift.
Okay.
The Gift. That's with the guy from. That's got what's his name?
Jason Bateman.
Jason Bateman, exactly. Yeah, really good film. Coherence.
Yeah.
Coherence, old school hidden gem, really good film. The Lodge, like I mentioned to you already. It Follows, Green Room, all those films that are just really hidden gem films. So basically, when they get invited into this party, you find out bit by bit why they're invited, why they are
specifically,
invited,
yeah,
and what the invitees want, what they want with them. And it's again, it's in line with the whole kind of mysterious cultish kind of thing. And yeah, man, it's yeah. It's not but sometimes an invitation isn't good. It's good, it's all right to say no. It's all right.
Just have you guys ever been like invited to one of those kind of fancy dinners with
keys in a bowl parties, you mean?
Yeah. No, not that. I know, Deval. We can. This isn't that podcast, Deval. No, please no. But like, one of those, you get invited, and then like, hey, like, you start talking. You're meeting new people. You've never met people. Have you ever been invited to one of those parties?
No, I don't know what you mean.
Called mixers.
Like of mix of people, like, hey, like come over, we're gonna have a dinner party and you're gonna meet my other friends and friends of other friends and you get to know and stuff like that.
Sometimes, yeah, but most people that are there, I guess, I would know, but there might be some people that I haven't, but hasn't been like nothing like this. No.
That would be terrible, man. That's the worst idea.
No, but I get the feeling you want to talk about something that is probably we can't talk about now. So another podcast, we'll talk about this
on the podcast, exactly. So go check that one out. That's called The Invitation. We invite you to go and watch that one. And listen, if you do watch any of these movies or any of these TV shows, please tag the Flixters online on social media. Let us know what you're watching, and then we can kind of speak about it on the next episode. But listen, that leads us nicely into one of the main movies that we're going to be speaking about, and it's always great that we do this together, the three of us. Interesting, because that is the name of the movie that we're going to be speaking about, is Together. And you know how Deval at the beginning of the episode was mentioning about kind of release dates and things. This was released in Australia like a couple of weeks ago, but it wasn't released in the UK. So I don't get that. UK probably a bigger market, I'm assuming.
Yeah.
But apparently it was released over here. Maybe it has some sort of connection to Australia, so they wanted to push it out. I don't know.
Yeah, it was filmed. Some of it was filmed there, yeah.
Okay, well, there you go. So this is Together. This stars Dave Franco. Now Duval. This is his. No, he hasn't directed this one, has he? But he is a director.
Oh, is it? I didn't know that.
Because remember, he directed the one where they rent out the Airbnb with Dan Stevens.
Rent out the Airbnb.
What, and then there's a The Guest. He directed that.
That can't be him.
That's Dave ages ago. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. So when when this came out, I was like, oh, Dave Franco, maybe he's going to be like directing this as well. But no, it is a different person. But interestingly, his wife in real life plays his wife in this movie. So, is it Brie? Alison Brie?
Alison Brie, yeah.
So, real life couple playing a married couple in this movie. And I don't know why, though. Whenever I see Dave Franco, he's just kind of got this childlike, baby-like face.
Is he the brother of James Franco, then?
Yes.
Okay. Are there more than two Francos? Or is there another Franco?
Maybe not. Possibly.
Yeah, James Franco. Okay. James Franco and Tom Franco. Okay. But okay, yeah. Okay. All right.
So, he's done kind of, he's not what I'm trying to get at is he's done the kind of horror genre, the psychological genre before, and maybe he has this kind of interest in it. He's also done kind of comedy, but they play kind of married couple, and they have this opportunity to go off into leave the big city. A lot of people are doing this, by the way, in real life. They want to leave the big city. They want to go off and they want to move out to kind of quieter places because it's cheaper, get rid of the hustle and bustle of the big city. So they do that. I think the wife, she's a teacher and he's a musician, but I can't remember. He's not a failed musician. He's just not doing.
He hasn't succeeded yet in his goals.
His goals. Yeah. So he's working on stuff. He's a bit of a kind of, bit of a mummy's boy. He's kind of, maybe a bit under the thumb. I remember when there's a bit in the movie at the start of the movie where they're given a toast. And there's something.
So for me, I got into it when there was a bed scene where he was dreaming of his mum. His mum was laying next to his dad, and then he woke up. He was having a nightmare. Yeah, that's the bit I got in at.
So before that, they're having a leaving, all the friends are around. They're leaving and everything. So he's talking with his mates, and they're saying, "Oh, what about this?" And you're going to carry on doing the music stuff. And then her best friend cut to her best friend and her, and they're talking about, "Oh, what's he like? Does he really want to go out, move out with you?" And then there's a whole thing that happens where she proposes to him.
Yeah.
Right. She gets down on her knee, she proposes to him, and then there's a really awkward bit where he doesn't do anything. Awkward silence.
Yeah.
It's just silent.
So you know that situation where you've left it too long. That awkwardness in front of everyone, and it's just like, okay, that's long. That's too long.
It's too long. And there's some sort of maybe tension going on between those two. Are they right for each other? Because they've been together for a couple of years or whatever. But are they really into each other? And then when she's the one who proposes to him and he takes his time, he's thinking about it. But going back to the scene that you just mentioned, Deval, that was really creepy. He's having this dream and he sees his mum. So there's some sort of kind of past trauma going on over there, and we kind of get to hear about that a little bit about that kind of towards the movie. So they make this journey, they go across, and we've seen this trope before. Come on, guys, married couple or boyfriend, girlfriend, they go over to the sticks. They have a massive house, a creepy house, in the middle of nowhere. And they've just moved in. We've seen this before in countless movies. So I'm thinking, okay, is this going to be kind of like a retread and all that sort of stuff? And then as the movie kind of progresses, they're getting used to living in the quiet life. They have the neighbor who knocks on the door, who's straight away, as soon as he knocked on the door, I knew this guy is
he's involved.
Dodgy.
Yeah. He's involved somehow.
There's something up with this guy.
Are we talking about the teacher?
Yeah, the teacher. I was like, oh gosh, we got to be careful of this guy. This, there's something kind of crazy going on over here, and then as the movie progresses, they take a hike, they go off into the woods, which is connected to their land, and then they stumble upon this hole in the ground. They fall in the ground,
Yeah.
What I don't get though is, and I'm going to come to this, and maybe you guys picked up on it as well. So it starts raining. They're shivering. They're trying to light a fire. They can't light a fire, and they're getting on each other's nerves, as you probably would in that situation, because you kind of trying to get out of the hole and everything. And then something weird. I'm not going to spoil exactly what happens, but something weird happens overnight. So, and it's connected to something that happened in the beginning of the movie, with two dogs, which reminded me of The Thing. Did you see that bit?
Yeah, the dogs.
The dogs.
The dogs
was that? Did you see that bit, Deval?
Which bit? Hold on a minute.
Okay, so I think in the beginning of the movie, the bit that you also missed was it goes back. There's a flashback to something that happens in the past where a dog goes missing. Yeah, the dog gets two dogs. They go running off. They fall into the hole. And do you remember the scene from The Thing?
Yeah.
Where the dog. Do you remember the scene?
What, where he like splits open or something?
Yeah, just have that in your head. So that is kind of where we're at the beginning of the movie. So
a scene, just jumping forward a little bit. There's a scene in the class where the kid draws a picture.
Yeah, the little girl. That's.
She says, "Are those your dogs?" She said, "No, they used to be."
Yeah,
maybe there's a link to that as well. But
exactly.
All right.
So he kind of had The Thing vibe going on in that one as well, kind of with that special effects and everything, like really nasty, like that would freak the hell out of anyone seeing that. So they fall down this hole, and then from that point onwards, strange things start to happen. And the movie morphs into this kind of body horror, this idea about, what it means to be a couple, and about not, being separate. They can't be separate from each other after this point, in the movie.
In it.
Exactly. Like, he starts feeling really strange when they start separating, and then there's a couple of mad scenes in there. There's a scene that happens in the school which is excruciating, which is nasty.
Yeah.
Right, what I'm talking about, right?
It's kind of funny as well, though.
Funny as well. So it was definitely funny. But here's the thing. So after they get stuck in that hole and it's daytime, how did they get out?
They just climbed out, isn't it?
Climbed out.
And why couldn't they climb out in the night at the night?
Because it was raining.
I think it was raining. It was raining. It was wet and slippery.
Maybe, yeah. I think that's what it was, because it seemed too easy the way they climbed out. But I get what you're saying.
He just put his foot on something and he's got out, and then we're out again. But you know what? I mean, I wasn't expecting kind of what the movie morphs into at the end. And it's, we've seen a lot of body horror movies. I remember we saw Raw. Was it Raw or Titane? Remember we saw this French movie?
Oh yes, Titane
or something. And we've kind of seen there was what was that? Substance. It's kind of that the genre within the horror genre. You have the body horror movies, which they're not really my cup of tea, but if they're done really, really well, I'm into it, and I want to kind of figure out exactly what's happening with this. But there's a whole kind of ritual, sort of kind of religious cult thing going on in this movie as well, about why in that hole. It's kind of, there's something about this hole, because there used to be a church on that space. And, but yeah, I mean, what did you guys think?
I had mixed feelings about it. It wasn't like a horror, like, jump scare kind of horror.
No.
I felt that the relationship, what was happening between the couple, felt real because she like the
They're
proposal at
married in
the
real life,
beginning.
so
Mm.
What's
yeah,
that?
they are married in real life. So I guess it translated on screen.
Right.
Mm.
So yeah, so the way how like she is into him and he's like in has this reservation
Mm.
and it goes and there's like the whole backstory of the drama and stuff like that. He's got a hesitancy. That felt real for me. Like
Mm.
it felt like that was kind of like a genuine thing. But then it was almost the supernatural part was the pulling them together,
Mm.
which was
Mm.
which contrasted to me from the little girl and what happened with her dogs because
Yeah.
with the two dogs they just sat in front of each other, which was just weird seeing the two dogs just staring each other out and
Oh
nothing happening.
man.
Yeah, so the outcome at the end was different. I wasn't
I was
expecting
mad.
that
I was
either.
mad. Like I said
Yeah.
before, there's a whole scene where they can't be separate from each other at some point, and then because their
Yeah.
bodies are just basically kind of drawing.
Intertwined.
And I
Yeah.
guess what do you think the director is like? Okay, let's think about modern society right now
Mm.
and how we are in relationships right now. Like, are we too attached to people? Like, are we? I don't know. Like,
I
was
think
he trying to was he trying to say something like we can't live
no,
like, even our phones or something or other people, like, are we
I think there was
so kind of
parts of it.
attached?
I think there was parts of it where it kind of like meant it was kind of like a codependency,
Yeah.
Mm,
which was like a bad part of some relationships where it's you got that very dependent the person that's very dependent on the other,
Mm.
and in a sense they were both dependent on each other in different ways.
Mm.
Like at the dinner, there was an argument at the dinner table when they had that the neighbor over,
Mm.
yeah, the other
and the
teacher.
neighbor just witnessed it. Yeah, and his codependence because he was afraid uh of the proposal part. You kind of like you kind of like saw how he became codependent on her, where it was like a drug that he needed to come back to her, and
Mm,
she wasn't in the same situation. Her one was different.
Yeah.
right.
She wanted that commitment and she wants that assurance from him that
Yeah.
she wasn't ready to give. But I was going to say that, first of all, I just want to say when I just watched this film, it's quite fresh, just literally yesterday.
Mm,
And I watched it in the screen one, the biggest screen in the cinema.
mm.
And I was the only one there.
Oh
Oh
shit.
wow.
The only person in the cinema. Because of the time I watched it, it's like obviously
Special
no
treatment.
one was around. I was the only person. And I tell you, there is something in watching a movie in a cinema where there's few or no one there. I
Yeah.
was shitting myself just for no reason.
Really?
Yes, I'm not joking because it's dark. It's even when I got
Oh,
there a
Yes.
bit late. So when I
yeah.
got there, it was that dream scene, and I sat down. I couldn't find my seat, even though there's no one there.
Yeah.
And that dream scene, it scared me shitless.
I love
And,
it.
I, and, I,
I
and then
love it.
I started looking to the left and right. I looked around first. What's it? Okay, is anyone here? 'Cause if I hear anything, I need to know is it me or is it someone else? I looked around. There was no one
Yeah.
in there. And
Damn
then at
it.
certain times, the CD you get peripheral vision.
Yeah.
Certain
Mm.
times I saw something flicker, and I was like, "Oh,
Oh shit.
honestly." So for me, watching, I think there's certain films like I've watched before where it's been a few like Hereditary. I watched there were a
Oh.
few people that
Yeah.
made it
Mm.
extra scary. This one,
Yeah.
I think, because of my environment, I
Yeah.
liked it a lot more than it was. But a
Yeah.
lot, the director Michael Shanks. First of all, I just want to say that there's actually a lawsuit going for
Oh,
this film at the moment
Oh, for
because
oh.
plagiarism.
plagiarism lawsuit because another filmmaker had made something similar that they said was basically their idea, and this was called what's it called again? Not Together. It was called something else. Better Half.
Damn.
Yeah, called Better
Okay.
Half. Like a comedy horror, very quite similar premise, not the
Mm.
same
Mm.
but similar. And Michael Shanks said no. That film came out in 2023.
Mm.
Right.
He said he registered his scripts in 2020, so he
Right.
said that it's his idea, but they're still being taken to court.
Oh, okay.
They've still been taken to court. So that's
I thought
still
it was
actually,
over.
it's still actually happening. Yeah. So,
Mad.
so that's that madness. Also, the thing about the joining, that's actually from real Greek mythology. So Plato, what the
Yeah,
teacher describes, is actually real shit.
yeah. I wasn't
That's
too sure
real.
whether to mention that or not.
Yeah, that's from real shit. So they really believed that people were born with 4 arms, 4 feet, and they were joined together, and uh, and then over time we were separated for different reasons. Because I think because those people were too powerful and they were kind of opposing the gods. And in this, they take it back to that. So they're saying that this is meant to be our true form, and it's meant to be a happy
Mm.
process. So technically, that religion, even
Yeah.
though they decayed and they fell apart, they are not baddies in this film. Even though they're
Mm.
depicted as baddies, it's something that you do voluntarily. The most part, they fell into the well by accident, I guess. But
Yeah.
for the most part, you're supposed to voluntarily go through the process.
You
And you're
know
never
when
meant to be a complete being. Like, remember Dragon Ball Z? Fusion. Fusion.
But what
That's
with the
footnote.
teacher guy,
Mm.
the religious leader guy,
Yeah.
where did his partner go then?
he was
In
fused.
him.
He
They
was
were
fused.
together.
Yeah, he was already fused.
That's
Gosh,
why towards the end, when she punched him or something, it
he split.
distorted fusion.
Yeah,
Yes,
Yeah. So
yeah,
they
yes.
fused. Yeah, they fused.
Oh
yeah.
man.
Yeah.
But you know
So
when he was describing the mythology,
mm,
it, for some reason it made me think of Dark Crystal and like
Mm.
where the mystics they had four arms and
okay,
they're
okay, okay.
slow, and
Yeah.
basically they it was, I think maybe that mythology has been repeated over other
Mm,
stories as well.
mm.
Yeah,
But
yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
But yeah, no, it's very
one.
interesting. I think
It
the
was
film
interesting, yeah.
and just
Mm.
the way the fusion, and there's that scene where they're both in the corridor getting dragged together at
Oh
night.
yeah,
Oh
Tell you, watch that
man.
in an empty
that was
cinema.
scary.
It's
I
scary.
know.
Honestly,
And
the
you know what?
sound,
And the
sound.
bit where she's on top of him and then he's like, okay, and then they kind of turn it, obviously there's a bit of comedy element in that as well,
Yeah,
about cutting his arm off and like,
Yeah,
with the
yeah.
saw and everything. And like I said before, I wasn't expecting it to go in that direction.
mm.
It was turned
Mm.
into this kind of this whole thing. But then this is my question. What do you think, like, I was maybe I'm reading into this too much, but is this some sort of commentary on the fact of modern day relationships right now? Are we too dependent on people that we eventually
Yeah.
won't there's going to be no separation, say, between you and your partner? We're all
The
just one
director did
anyway
say
now.
he said his version of it was from sort of real life experiences, and in relationships, like nothing is 50-50. It can't be.
Mm,
Like, well, it's rare. Basically, there's always a bit of lean and tug and so on. So somebody might depend on one person more than the other, and that sometimes that could be a burden. Perhaps, who knows? So
mm,
the way it was depicted in this, the woman, Alison Brie, she felt she was carrying the load, and that
Mm.
he wasn't ready, and he was still searching for something that, or trying to attain something that 10 years now he's been trying to obtain that. And even
mm.
her friend was like, oh, when's he going to be ready? Do you know what I mean? So
Yeah.
they
Yeah,
were at kind
yeah.
of different stages, but yes, that's life.
I
That is a
think I
life.
think I think teacher, I think what I'd probably take from it is that I think what um that we both need each other, like men and like
Mm,
mod today, like I think men and women are like very, I don't know, uh, opposed
Conflict,
or,
yeah.
yeah,
yeah.
conflict, and where like both of us need each other um because of what each other brings to the table, but we don't need to be afraid. Like I think what the teacher
The
said
girls will
in the
say, I
movie.
am the table. I am the table. F about you're the table.
but I think, but I think, like, yeah, we like the guy needed not to be afraid. Like, what I think how the teacher made it, he made it very scary. But
Mm,
I think what it would have been more better if the two of them were sat at the dinner table, and he basically said, like, if you two saw the pros of
Mm,
each other and complemented each other, then that's where you basically are a unit. Like you basically become
mm,
together.
mm.
But obviously this was the theme on this one was more of a horror side of it. So
Yeah. And it also kind of made me think about like the person that you love and that you're with and everything eventually will become the monster that you end up loving. Like, it literally is just like, at some point, some relationships where that happens, like, the thing that you love eventually is going to be the thing that's going to end up killing you or taking you.
If you oppose, because they showed that the couple that was missing,
yeah,
went missing in the woods, they were the grotesque, crazy monster
Thing.
because they opposed the union. They didn't
yeah,
they
they
didn't
don't
submit
accept
to
it.
it like Alison, Brie, and Dave
And
Franco did.
and at the end of the movie, he says, like, look, I love you. And like,
Yeah.
then you could kind of see it. And he goes, and there's a bit where I thought he was going to stab her, but then he
Oh,
was
okay.
like, he does that whole thing with the, with the
So
marry
he's
thing.
willing to sacrifice himself, and that's the ultimate submission, isn't it?
Massive. So definitely, really, really interesting things. And like I said, it does it in this way you're through via body horror, which is interesting, which we don't kind of get. And like Emmanuel, we mentioned about this before about kind of like horror movies. They're like they're having a moment right now.
Oh yeah, I think it makes economic sense for us to be having a lot more horror movies now. Just because like we know that horror budgets are low, and the return on the horror is it makes its money back. And then also like in terms of scoring, we also know that scoring wise, unlike where like you got blockbusters like Fantastic Four and whatnot, horror movies always there's like a grading system, like exams where it's A, B, C, and D, and horror always scores low. I think like either B or below.
Right.
So there's like less pressure as well for a studio. I mean, they'll still get graded, but in comparison to Fantastic Fours and all of them types of movies, there's less of an expectation for them to be ever scoring an A or a B. Like if a horror movie does that, then it's like you just hit gold. Like, but yeah, you're gonna be you're gonna be churning. Yeah, to me, it makes economic sense because you're gonna basically be spending less money, banking more money on the return when they do well, and even if they don't do well, because you spent so little, you can basically start another one and then do another one, which will So
this one cost $7 million to make, and so far it's done $20 million worldwide, and that hasn't been open in all markets. So I think this one should definitely 4-5x at least.
Yeah.
And even talking historically, Guinness Book of Records I think still has either the Blair Witch Project or what's the other one? What's the other one?
It's not invisible. It's not invisible, is it?
Oh my god, Paranormal Activity.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so it's either Blair Witch or Paranormal Activity. Guinness Records has got like the biggest, like smallest budget and biggest gains. So
and then there's also
ratio.
there's the other one grading as well where it there's less of a criteria for them to be meeting, I think, age, the like LGBT, like diversity,
Right, gotcha.
and that kind of scoring. So yeah, so it's just
I'm waiting for the movie where it ticks all the. It's a horror movie. It's got a person of color in it. They're transgender, and
we saw the blackening,
yes,
and we saw them.
Yeah,
they them. I watched that. They them. That had it all.
Oh my gosh,
that was very like aware of itself. So
yeah. There you go. It's only a matter of time. All right, okay. So that's Together. Go check it out. And let us know what you think. Now, Devour, have we got time for Nobody Part 2?
Shall I do it next week?
Or do you want it next week? Okay, what is it? Your choice.
I can do it really quickly. I mean, it's not really. I'll do this in 4 minutes.
Okay, all right, go for it.
Nobody 2 is basically second version of Nobody, and this one stars. Is it Bob Odenkirk? Bob Odenkirk, is that his name? Better Call Saul.
Yep.
Yeah. So basically, it stars him. He's back in this one again, and he is with his family on vacation. it's in America, but some sort of beach town vacation, somewhere where he went when he was young. And basically, he still owes money from the first film because he set a lot of money alight.
Yeah.
And he now works for an organization that sends him out on different jobs, a little bit like John Wick
Right.
kind of
Yeah.
jobs. Yes, he's kind of like a John Wick now, but like a retired kind of old retired version.
Isn't it? It's not in that universe. It's not in that universe, is it? John Wick universe.
The director or producer is Chad
David.
something.
Oh, okay.
Darren Kolstad was involved in John Wick, I think. I think so. I think there is some sort of link to it in people behind the scenes.
Right.
But yeah, so he does lots of jobs and he gets money. He's trying to pay back his debt. So he's doing job after job after job. And then he says to his boss, I need to go on vacation. I'm tired. He goes away for a week. And while on vacation, you know, the film's the film. Shit has to happen. So while he's there, he stumbles across a sort of police organization, but the police basically are working with some gangs, and they're on some next like drug smuggling, weapons, and he somehow one thing leads to another where he stumbles across that, and he's now on a job on holiday. But this job wasn't even a job he was assigned to. He's just somehow come across it because of events that have transpired. So he now has to do his job on holiday and kick ass and kill people. And some of the deaths are quite gruesome. Let's be honest. Yeah, so it's like a step up from John Wick. It's not just guns and stuff.
Right.
They're using drills and saws and
hands. Yeah.
I had a lot of fun watching the first movie, if I can remember.
You'll have fun watching this too. This is a action comedy. Don't take it too serious at all.
Yeah.
At all, literally. So, like I said, Odenkirk does the same sort of thing. He's a bit unassuming. He seems like like an accountant, like a typical accountant who's been working for too long and he should retire, but he's just doesn't know what else to do. Seems very tired, very tired. And he's with his family now. Connie Nielsen is his wife. She's a bit gangster as well, a bit gangster. Christopher Lloyd is father-in-law, or no, he's his dad or something like that. Anyway, his dad, Christopher Lloyd, back in the picture. John Ortiz is in this as well. You got RZA, Wu-Tang Clan. RZA is Nobody's sort of brother, brother from another mother, obviously. And then Sharon Stone's in it. She's the villain. She plays like a bit of a flamboyant villain. Like no one can touch her. She's like, if you say her name, people are like, kind of thing. She's a villain. She's got her henchwoman with her and her bodyguard. Like she's the person you don't mess with, and he's messed with her work now because where he went on holiday, the people that are doing the gang, whatever, they work for Sharon Stone. He's messed up her flow. She's coming to town to deal with him. And you know what happens? The whole town gets turned upside down.
Trust me.
So that's why
it's got to be a madness because you just mentioned his family's there. So.
That's what I'm saying. He's got his wife, Connie Nielsen, has got 2 kids, and they all need protecting. So you can just imagine what happens in this film. But like I say, it's action, it's comedy, it's less than an hour and a half.
Oh, is it?
Less than an hour and 29 minutes with credits. So film-wise, it's an hour and 24 minutes. And
breezy in and out action.
In and out like a robbery. Just don't take it too serious. Leave your brain at the door. Have fun. Eat your popcorn. Have your hot dog, your drink. Take your shit with you when you leave. Don't leave it in a cinema. And and enjoy it. That's it. That's pretty much Nobody's Too. Pretty much.
Okay.
Yeah. We'll be a part 3. Will be a part 3 for sure.
So they've left it for
definitely going to be a trilogy. This doesn't take much to make money wise, and it's going to make money, so it's a no-brainer.
It's a no-brainer, right? But there wasn't anything where they left it as a connection to John Wick, though, was there? Was there nothing in there in the movie? Okay.
The people behind the scenes, I think, are loosely either stunt coordinators or producers or something. I'm pretty sure there's a connection there.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. Well, there you have it, folks. So Together and Nobody Too, check those movies out, and if you do watch them, then let us know in the comments on Instagram or whatever. So looking forward, Deval. And Manny, what are the next? What's upcoming? What are the big ones coming up over the next couple of weeks?
Big ones. So we've got The Conjuring, the last one. Rites.
We have to watch that one. You as well, Emmanuel.
Busy now. That's coming out soon. What else? I mean, when you say big ones, I mean, next couple of weeks. Yeah, that's probably. I'll say the Long Walk is coming out as well. That's probably 3 weeks time. Stephen King. That looks interesting.
Yeah.
And there's some other ones that are coming out later. Like you got Him. That's coming out end of September, which looks very interesting. That's the Jordan Peele produced sort of crazy kind of film going on there.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. Yeah,
Eddington we've got, isn't it?
Eddington, you're right. Yeah,
Eddington. Yeah. Apparently, I've been reading up about this new one. It's called Relay. Is that coming out for you? It's got Riz Ahmed in it.
Oh, is it? Relay?
Not heard of it.
Oh.
And it's there's I've been hearing a few kind of things about Lily James, Riz Ahmed, Sam Worthington. No, all right, okay. I've got that one coming out pretty soon. There isn't, to be honest with you, there isn't anything. The Conjuring, September. Yep. Fight or Flight. Have you guys seen that one or heard about that one?
No.
Okay. What about
There's that Toxic Avenger, but
I don't even want to watch that, you know. I don't want to watch that.
I
don't even want to have to watch it, you know. I just don't know. It might be good, but
I don't know, man. I don't know.
Go on.
No, it's just. I think it just kind of like him being of that stature kind of spoils.
He's not going to be the Avenger, though.
Yeah, he's playing Toxic.
No, he isn't. I don't think.
Yeah, he transforms and it's his voice that's.
Oh, is it? Oh, yeah. I thought. Oh, okay. Oh.
There's a Leonardo DiCaprio movie coming out next month.
Yeah, One Battle After Another. That looks good.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
That looks good.
Thank you.
And then there's another one. Deval, you remember this?
Spike Lee one's coming out soon. That's the one. Yeah,
that's going to be an Apple. Isn't that an Apple? Highest to
lowest.
Cinema
First, then Apple. Cinema
okay,
first,
Cinema first, then Apple. The Strangers, Chapter 2. Remember when you reviewed that one?
Yeah. Okay.
All right.
There's a few. So I guess
There's
I guess until and also on streaming as well. There's going to be some bits and bobs on streaming as well. So we've got a few things. I think always got a few things.
There is. Maybe this gives me time to obviously watch the Old Guard because you saw the Old Guard, didn't you?
Old Guard 2.
Yeah.
Yeah. That, you know.
Is it worth? Nah. Okay.
Don't much for that one.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. Well, there you have it, folks.
Alien Earth, man. Just watch that.
Yeah, Alien Earth, 100%. Yeah, that's definitely on the list. 100% on the list. All right, folks. Thanks for downloading this show. We'll see you on the next one.
All right. Till next time. Peace.